kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field first. Michigan completely controlled this rivalry game last year and just took the jug away from the Gophers.
Listen, Michigan's a program at this point with recent success. They're thinking about national championships. We've seen them in the college football playoff here in recent years. This is a rivalry game against Minnesota that they're expected to dominate, and last year, David, they did.
Michigan, year after year, one of the winningest programs in all of college football. We expect them to be great. Always a tremendous challenge for Minnesota to try to get that little brown jump.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Got his man. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more.
He's on the loose. And there he goes. And he looked at him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this drive. Finds a tight end, and he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
He'll keep it himself. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told him, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. I mean, it was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, you get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. He's going for the big play. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's loose. Touchdown, Minnesota. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Caught over the middle. It's Burrow. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Complete out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding hurry-up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, a little you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all of those things. It's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are, and why the hatred usually runs so deep.
And you know what's interesting is a lot.
Coming it on! Offense on the move. Big play there. Gets it to the 30. The defense calls a timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the ball pops out. Inviting disaster. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create a turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. He can't make the catch and over the middle of the field. Sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move. Oh, it's a cover. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? pound of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Running it to the right. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? Got it. First play of the period will be a second down. Come on, set. They'll try the toss to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He'll try it again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Burrow. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab.
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had a slant throw.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe, number 48. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to... It's the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got an open man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Peters. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in it.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. It'll be a draw. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easy. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Let's go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He meets the ground, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Got it. So they're right on the doorstep. Couldn't pass it in last time. Maybe they'll just try to pound it in on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they add 6 more with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little.
Turning it on. He's still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 18 to Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. But I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup. The defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really good.
There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Find some fresh air. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Here we go. The option look. Now the toss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Wolverine! And the stomping has commenced. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rounds.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peters. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. They have to worry about this guy running the football. They've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
In this offense, man, they're in a tough spot, right? Like, the throws are coming. You're down. You need to make plays in the passing game, but you've got to protect your quarterback better. This defense, they've got their ears pinned back. You've got to do something about it.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We'll start this fourth quarter as they line up for the field goal try. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D-linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Ball is on the 10-yard line. They're not thinking field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and short. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? They'll try to run it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. We saw it right there.
Punt is on its way. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Carr. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.